Our Thembinkosi number 10, but Lorch Nandi. Nation, someone number 32. Welcome back to Football Friends with me. With QP now. On today's video, we will be talking about Nagam Cheetah or Lorch because I've been getting comments from you guys saying, QP, is Lorch coming to Kaizer Chiefs? And then also we're going to be touching on the lineup prediction for tomorrow's game. Because yeah, whether we like it or we don't, Sasa Setlala, 3 p.m. That's when the match will be kicking off at FNB Stadium, which obviously will be our home ground advantage. Tickets are out, have been sold out if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's gonna be, is it? They are sold out. I think they are in a way, but also check out just to confirm. So yeah, Bafetu, Siyadlala. But before we get to the lineup prediction and what the coach said, because he did say something in terms of tomorrow's game, Thembinkosi Lorch, which is a player who used to play for Orlando Pirates, and then he played to Sundowns, he played everywhere Coach Roland Mkwena he was playing there. So people are saying, is Lorch coming to Kaizer Chiefs? Now, the reason why people are asking about this is because Robert Marawa posted something and there's a logo of Kaizer Chiefs, and that's something that was posted by him. I feel like it's an episode. I don't know why there's a logo of Kaizer Chiefs in that episode, but hey guys, I just want to say to you, currently Lorch is a player who plays for a club that is very expensive in terms of imali. We can't match that club. But then, honestly speaking, I don't know, guys, if Lorch is coming to South Africa, coming back to Kaizer Chiefs. Me now would have loved him back then when I said, guys, we need to get Lorch. But obviously we couldn't get him because of, that club. Either way, I felt like we needed to get him during that time. Unfortunately, as Tole, and then yeah, he moved on with his life. So right now, as a 33-year-old player, yes, he's experienced, he's a good player, but I haven't seen much of him so far, and I don't know if he can be able to give us much, because remember, we have let go of a player who is at the same age as Thembinkosi Lorch. Gaston Sereno, I believe they are at the same age, if not a year older than Lorch. So it doesn't make any sense for us to say Segambisa Wena, and then we are getting the other one who is basically same age as yours. It doesn't make any sense. We could have just let Gaston Sereno, continue with us. But hey, I don't know, guys. I don't know. The only thing that I'm here to confirm is I do not know. If I knew, yeah, definitely it is happening, but I don't know, and I don't want to say something. Yeah, definitely it makes sense, but I've given you my opinion, so now you know what I think about the situation. Honestly speaking, I don't think Kaizer Chiefs will be signing him, but hey, sizobona as time goes on, though it doesn't make any sense to me. And then moving on to lineup prediction for tomorrow's game. Now, the coach did say something which obviously it's gonna leave a lot of supporters a bit confused, because what the coach said, he said on tomorrow's game he's not going to be changing. Actually, let me quote him, because lento khuluma ngathi nami nje angiyazi into ngikhuluma ngayo, it's not very nice. So yeah, tomorrow's game, Bafetu, I don't know what is going to happen, but we might have to say goodbye to the number 1 spot so currently. Because okay, how many goals did we concede? We've conceded just 1. We managed to keep a clean sheet, which is good. So we might not say goodbye necessarily, but if then we do lose, it's going to be a big problem. Hopefully we don't lose. We need to play this game. We need to win. Where is this thing? Okay, I'm going back to quote him so that it doesn't look like QP intakhuluma ngayo. Guys, where is this thing? Okay. This is not the one. Where is it? This is a problem. Why when I'm looking for something angifake? Oh, nazo ke ngiyitholile bafethu. Let me just open so that I can be able to quote him kuzwakale nje, because what he's saying is definitely something. Okay, now listen to what the coach is saying. He says it will be the same players because the time is too short. Those players will be out of the squad. We also have one who we are doubtful about. We will wait for the medical department today to make a decision. Coach Fernando Da Cruz. Now he's speaking about the match, yes, Sundowns, which obviously we would be playing Xasa around 3 p.m. So with that game, he says most of the players that were there, they are not going to be changed. Previous game that we played against Ilona, what is this club that we played and managed to beat Stellenbosch? Was it Stellenbosch? Yes, it was Stellenbosch, Coach Cedric Cousin. So we managed to beat them. He says there's not going to be a lot of changes, which then brings us to the lineup prediction for tomorrow's game. So I believe Brendan Peterson will be starting on the polls. I feel like it does make sense why he says this, even though I felt like he was just trying to preserve, because if you look at some of the players Abakipile and some of the players that were introduced, he did that in a short space of time, in a short period space of time, just to make sure he tries and balance things out. So you're going to be seeing Brendan Peterson, Epalini, definitely Naranjani, and then Lapemova. I don't think we're going to see any changes. Then we did see Ulona. There was a player who was limping, so maybe that is the player that he was talking about. We are doubtful about him. We're gonna wait for the medical assessment, because looking at those games, Buffett, honestly speaking, yeah, it's very, very not nice. But then also I do understand why Baslalisa those many games at once. The reason being is I believe it has to do with ICAF confederations, because if we do not play now, then it will be clashing with our games. So it is something that people are not happy about. Nami, I'm not happy myself, but at the end of the day, it might help us on the long run. So big ups to whoever decided to sit down and set up with, okay, this is how they can try to play so that they can be able to cover most of the time when it comes to ECAF. And then, as I've said, no much changes there, even though I am a bit worried with Uri Frosler, but it looks like he will be starting on tomorrow's game against Ilona. Bradley Cross, we still don't know how far, because remember he had an injury, which as we were hoping by this time he would be back. But then we still do have Kabelo Nkwasa, which I know people are excited about, though I'm saying to you guys, please let us not think of him as a starter as of yet. He still needs to earn his position. As much as he's good offensively, not defensively, because I haven't seen much, which is something that obviously might give us a bit of a problem. And then moving to the DM, or the middle of the park, I think Ox Mteta should start that game, but coach might start with Uspesi. I don't know, that's just my thought, though I would love to have Ox starting how we actually played against Stellenbosch FC. I think that would be good, because now we will know what Snayo umuntu ozisicollectela ball kahle, without any unnecessarily reckless tackles. And then obviously going forward, we are covered, you understand? So bring in Ox, bring in Mabowe, let them start, and then we might need to find an attacking midfielder who's going to start, because last game, the attacking midfielder that we had, which is Luke Batman, I believe he did well, but then against Sundowns, he might struggle. He might struggle a lot. So we need to bring someone who can be able to put pressure. We're gonna need to press on tomorrow's game of it. Then to relax and wait for them to control the ball and everything is not gonna work. It's not gonna cut it out. Yeah, the game this is against Stellenbosch, we did very well in making sure we controlled the ball and everything, but then missing a pressing, which was a problem, and it still is now. We're just sitting back until this is a scorer, Lela goal. That's when they started to, put in some pressure. That's when they started to try and take the ball away from us. So hopefully tomorrow we are going to be doing that against Sundowns. We need to force them to make mistakes, because that's how you capitalize on Sundowns, by them making mistakes. I would say, hi, we're going to depend on our set pieces, but then we are not good with set pieces. Even this season, it looks like we are not going to be focusing on those. So hopefully we can be able to put in people who are going to pressure them. For me, I would love Duba to start on tomorrow's game as a center forward. Obviously, you can start any players on the wing side, but I would love Wendell Duba to start as a center forward, and then attacking, I would prefer him to. But then we'll see how the coach is going to set up in terms of the attacking midfield. And then Wuma wings, you know how it is. We have Mfundo, we have this other guy, Lona, or Langalihle Pili, which is the best signing so far that we've made this season. So we will see, and hopefully the boys will be as hungry as possible. Sizwile nje uMonyane, I think it was Monyane, speaking go conference, and he said, yeah, we are getting a bit closer. So hopefully it will reflect what they were saying on that press conference. Well, I believe this is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I will see you kusasa.